The second that your values or what you want no longer aligns and that's clear, then it's time to go. And I think that would be the hardest part, is especially if there was no conflict or loss of self.
We need to communicate that stuff to them to see if it's possible to reconcile.
Right.
And then if you know that you tried that, you guys did your best and it doesn't work, then go do your thing. So the flip side of that, let's say I'm in the situation. So you were in a past relationship. You can see the same thing. You were in a past relationship. What do you think are the circumstances for you? I think I have a feeling of what yours would be. What are the circumstances in which you feel are appropriate to leave?
It's a great question. What are the circumstances I think are appropriate to leave? I think the moment you start questioning your self-worth, and when you're no longer at peace with this individual, like at its core, if this relationship is not making you happy, because sometimes obviously relationships go up and down, you're not always going to be happy with the person you're dating, but at the core you are not happy and you haven't been happy for a while. I think that's when you know it's time.
When you say you haven't been happy, does that include that you've already articulated those things to that person and that you've tried to remedy the situation?
No.
Okay. I just want to clarify, because some people, I'm unhappy, but I don't talk about it. So then nothing gets dealt with. So then I just leave.
You've done the work. You've done everything you can. You're still unhappy. I think it's time to leave.
Okay. Respect.
No.
What about you?
Oh, come on. Obviously cheating.
Surprise us, Joe.
Yeah. Surprise, cheating. But I think another reason that I left my past relationship is there was just a disagreement on expectations, values, ambition. And I think, again, I'll say it again, everybody has the right to change their mind. So
Sure.
The second that your values or what you want no longer aligns and that's clear, then it's time to go. And I think that would be the hardest part, is especially if there was no conflict or loss of self-worth beforehand. And it's one of those things where it's not high conflict, but you know it, you have to do it.
Yeah. No, and I respect that. I think to me, I would agree with that point. The only reason why I think about that question is because, again, going back our conversation a little bit ago, I think in a lot of situations we prematurely kind of answer that question on our own by not engaging in the discussion with that person, or just not sharing what it is that we're really concerned or worried about. So then we sort of presuppose what is going to be. Therefore, we start to change our perspective and our feelings and our behaviors surrounding that. And then next thing you know, we've already essentially talked ourselves into leaving. Instead of, did I, like you said, properly articulate and express how I feel? Did we do what we can to try to get on the same page, to try to fix the situation and compromise? And we did all that, and we still are at an impasse. Then I respect walking away from that. But I think in a lot of cases, from what I've seen, particularly with couples that I've worked with, we skip the communicating part. And then, because again, we've been with somebody for a little while, so we just assume everything that they're going to say.
Yeah.
But also, sometimes we're so afraid to say those things that we don't. So then we're just feeling it inside, which still is steering us towards that path of I'm walking away. Because ultimately the stuff's not getting resolved, right? Whether I talk about it or I don't talk about it, it's not getting resolved. So I just feel internally super conflicted being here with you still. So I'm at the point where I'm unfulfilled. I'm not happy. I'm not getting my needs met. So I feel like I need to walk away now.
Yeah.
I just want us to make sure that you did that step that you said and that you said. We need to communicate that stuff to them to see if it's possible to reconcile.
Right.
And then if you know that you tried that, you guys did your best and it doesn't work, then go do your thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.